Only joking. Only joking. Right, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. What we're going to be doing today is we're going to finish off Season 7, watching replays of Season 7 of my Grand Prix Legends multiplayer races that I started in the year 2000. We're up to 2003, so we're still kind of 20 years ago, which seems like a long time. It is a long time. And we're on round 8 of Season 7. Unfortunately, I didn't have the replays for a couple of rounds this season, even though I did take part, so I don't know what happened to those. So we're going to be doing the last round of this season. It started off pretty well. I got a 4th place, 2nd place. I think I've got 2 second places actually. But it all went a little bit downhill when we moved to a track called Kyalami, where I got an 8th place. But the races that I didn't broadcast, or rather I didn't have the replay from, I did have a couple of strong finishes. There was a couple of incidents that I was involved in, which unfortunately I couldn't show because I didn't have the replay. But I'm going to have to see if I can contact people that were involved in the league and see if they've got server replays or something, because it's not nice to have gaps in history, really. So we're moving to what will be the last round of Season 7, which is Silverstone, and it's a server replay, which I'm not sure why it would be a server replay, unless maybe from round 5 onwards I had trouble saving the client replays. I'm not too sure. But after we've done the replays, I'm gonna go into a game called Satisfactory, so like an automation game, building factories and stuff, because it's the first day of Fixmas. So we'll take a little bit of a break between then. I have just downloaded the patch on Epic. So yes, so we're starting with Silverstone. Who knows what happens here? I do not know. It was a little bit of a mess in Zandvoort. I could have finished 2nd, but instead I think I had to fight my way back to 4th. It had lots of incidents. So server replay, the cars will bounce a little bit, which is sometimes a little uncomfortable. So we'll see. Oh, I'm first on the grid. I was eager. But this time we'll see all the cars, which is cool. Oh, it's very tight. So how is the sound? Is that too loud, or? Or do you want me to turn it down a touch? So it's I guess the historical. I don't remember ever doing a 4-3 layout at Silverstone. It's asking for trouble though, isn't it? Really, because look how close the pit wall is. So I'm guessing. For some reason, it doesn't want to show me anyone behind that. So it's just 6 of us. But there are plenty more. That doesn't make any sense, does it? Oh no, here we go. It's in a weird order. So, pole is Jonathan Ball in a Ferrari. Simon Guyman in an Eagle. Ralph Mafe in a Ferrari. We've got Saxoner in a Brabham. Then it switches to me. It's a bit of a strange order here. I'm in a Cooper, so I'm ahead in pit stops than the top 4 there. Whether I can hang on, I do not know. And then we've got Graham Horton in the Ferrari. And then we've got Vichoso in the Brabham. And Urbanski, next row back in BRM. And then we've got Tim Whiting in the Ferrari. Keith Lorry in the Cooper. And a Clive Griffin in the Cooper. Back one more. Paul Adams, the championship leader, is near enough on the back row. Martin Portman is with him. So there we go. Do I survive? Is the question. Is that the reason I've got the server replay? So let's find out. 24 laps. See how good a start I get in the Cooper, or whether it's just carnage. Oh, that was a horrendous start. Oh! Whoa! Did you see that? I had a Cooper flying over my head. But the top 4 have got away. That was epic. So I was lucky to get away with that. I want to see how it looks from the cockpit. I knew it would be carnage. I mean, these two have no business of being that close at all. I think one of them tried to move across, and you just can't. Just go in a straight line. Seriously. I got a little bit of a hit from that. But what did I see from the cockpit with this Cooper? Whoa! And I just managed to miss the second hit there. Okay. We got some catching up to do. Apparently started 8th. I really wish there wasn't, recovery drives. Just because people can't go in a straight line and ruin it for everybody else. But I did say that it was a tight grid. It was a bad idea. Maybe they should have thought of that 20 years ago. But we've got a bit of catching up to do, so this could be a very, very lonely race, because they are all the way up the road there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 I counted. So again, on one of the fastest tracks on the calendar, I've picked one of the slower cars, maybe in the hope of catching up a bit in the pit stops, I'm guessing. So Ferrari already made a mistake, so I'll have that. So that'll probably be 5th place. So who was that we just passed? That was Jonathan Ball, the pole sitter. So the replay is kind of quite smooth for a server replay. So our first lap was a 1:43. Now, am I sensible about this, and do I just let the guy by if he gets a run on me? I'm definitely hammering this gearbox. So, will this Cooper survive the whole 24 laps? I don't think I'm usually this aggressive on the gearbox in a Cooper. Although I think I do usually change up at 10,000 RPM. But going to 11,000 RPM is not a good idea. I know! Lift! Lift! Lift way before the rev limiter. That horrible sound that Automobilista 2 does when you hit the rev limiter. It's the gearbox going, what are you doing? Alright, so our last lap was a 1:31. Now we're up to speed. So we're 1.5 seconds off the fastest lap. Because the leader, I'm guessing, has probably done a 1:30.0. So you can see that Ferrari gaining. I'm up to 5th position now. So somehow I gained places out of that start line accident. The moderator's not going to be pleased, is he? He was already in a bad mood because of the quality of driving. Considering we're Division 3, we should know better. We've been doing this for 5 seasons or so. I don't know how experienced some of the other guys on the grid are, because this is the first time I've met some of them. What I'm not seeing, though, I'll have to maybe look back at the championship tables, because in Division 4, obviously I was 5th in the championship. Oh, there's a Brabham that's got a bit of a course cut in there. The top 4 should have come with me. Oh, bye-bye, Brabham. Oh, I'm going defensive. Bye-bye, Ferrari! So we're up to 4th place. Are we going to round out the season with a strong drive? Heading into season 8. Let's give your ears a bit of a rest. So we're coming into turn 3. That's Ralph Maith that's just going down the hanger straight. And I'm just coming onto it right now. So fastest lap of the race is now 1:29.5. I'm able to get down to the 1:30s when I'm not putting in defensive shakes. Not sure why I'm defending from the Ferrari, really. So I should probably be using my race spray in a bit. Do I go defensive again? Nope. Not close enough. That's a 1:30.8 on lap 6. I reckon that thing on the front is like a... It looks like the radiator's got like a hinge or something where you can open half the radiator. Something like that. Not all Coopers have it. Oh. I'll let him have it this time. I'll let him have that corner, but not the next one. It did look like he cut the inside quite a lot. But I saw him coming. Right. We are going defensive. We're just going to end up slowing ourselves down, but... I mean, looking at the amount of space we've probably got for the cars ahead, this is the battle of the race. But I'm basically ruining Jonathan's strategy. But that's not my problem. Again, do we go defensive down the hangar straight? Oh, he's gone in the gap that I wanted. He got the run, and that was it. And then we'll probably say goodbye to the Ferrari because I don't think I'll be able to keep up with this pace. Lap 7. Yeah, Jonathan Ball did a 1:29.3 while sat behind me. So he's going to pull away about a second a lap. He's a second quicker than my fastest time. Ooh, I can hear a car there. I don't know what that car was. Is that an Eagle? I saw flash. It is an Eagle. Is that a lapped car? No, that is Simon Geimer. That is third place. He must have had it off because he wasn't there before. Right, down to 5th. But just have to keep with these guys to stay with them through the pit stops. That's what we have to do. But again, weirdly, it doesn't fill me with confidence that it's a server replay. But I'm guessing there was maybe a point where I just wasn't saving replays at a certain point in the season. It was maybe quite easy to just quick press escape or press quit and then forget. Because you had to do it manually, didn't you? You actually... Oh dear! What's... That looked like a wheel failure, didn't it? That looked like a wheel failure. Or maybe like a black screen or something. Because he went off stage right there. Oh, let's look at it from the cockpit. So he's going straight. Yeah, he must have had a... He must have had like a something come up or something. Because you can see that he steers a little after the fact. How is he still got all of his wheels on his way? And he stayed pointing the same direction. But on lap 8, we're coming into the pits. Why am I just doing a stop and go? Do you think that the pit lane times were changed throughout the season? Because it seems to be very inconsistent. Some rounds I haven't pitted at all. Some rounds I've pitted for 10 seconds. Other rounds... I mean, maybe because it's Silverstone that the Cooper doesn't have to pit for that long. Well, it says I'm up to 3rd now. So someone in front of me is pitted. Chozo was behind me already, so we've come out in front of him. Geimer's coming into the pit, so we're going to pass Geimer. That's us there. So we're going to beat Geimer through the pit stops. Now it's just a case of trying to hold on. I mean... the stop and go still took us 10 seconds out of our best time. So... 4th. I don't think that's true. I'm slightly nervous about the guy behind me, though. Because I think he's featured in some of the moderator reports quite often. What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? So we are 4th. Or I don't think we're 4th, actually. I think we're 3rd. So... nope, we're 2nd at the moment. So, Saxonet is in the lead. I think he was ahead of me. In that group. So... we've got Ralph behind me. So I'm coming through what turn? This is onto the hanger straight. So I'm coming onto the hanger straight. Where's Ralph? About 5 seconds behind. Now, was Ralph in front of me or behind me? I think he was behind me already, so I've come out in front of him. So has he still got to do a pit stop? But second place at the moment. Oh, a bit wide there. It seems I've lost a little bit of rhythm since my pit stop and since that little nudge up the rear. I don't know if I've got any damage or anything. Can't think I'm down on power or got some handling issues or something. So half distance now, lap 12 of 24. Definitely not hooking up these apexes though. I think I was relatively similar in pace between a Ferrari and a Cooper. I mean, it seems strange for one of the fastest circuits on the calendar, and I can't seem to make the faster car go even faster. But maybe I decided that I didn't want to take the hit in pit stop time. It does look like that Ferrari is catching though then. So, one. Oh, I was hoping we were staying with that camera angle, but we weren't. So, in about a few seconds. So, we'll see if I'm... I mean, I've got a podium in the bag here. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. Jinxed myself 20 years later. But he's definitely closer than he was. But I don't know whether he's pitted or not. He might have been one of the Ferraris that survived in the top 4. I guess we'll soon find out. I don't think I'm going to feature in the moderator's report though, apart from when someone rear-ended me. Whoa! Steady on there. Steady on. Well, Ralph has just done a 128.9. So he's 2 seconds a lap faster than me, and I've just done my fastest lap of the race, which is a 130.6. So I'm dropping a little bit of time to definitely a faster car, who probably doesn't have to pit. So I think he might have done his pit stop already. He was far enough ahead of me. Alright, so we're doing the diagonal all the way down the straight. To give myself the option of going defensive. But now he's in the slipstream. Do I let him have it? It's just so hard to defend at Silverstone from a faster car, isn't it? Not like Zandvoort, where you could be like 3 seconds a lap faster than a guy and you can't get past. I'm not bitter. Right, we've gone defensive. We were a little slower out that corner. I'm wondering if I've turned the sounds back up, because I had to start with the new Grand Prix Legends profile. So it does seem that the cars aren't... You can't hear them until they're really close to the camera, so... I think I did turn them back up to 16. Maybe it's just Grand Prix Legends. Maybe I'm just too used to other games, I don't know. Right, are we going defensive or not? We going defensive? Yeah, we picked a slightly shallow line, which makes me vulnerable. Had a wiggle on the brakes there, coming down the other side of the track. Putting on a bit of a defensive masterclass here. How to be defensive without weaving around. Just moving in a very definite way to either one side or the other. So I don't feel like I need to defend for turn 1. So what was... So Saxoner in the Brabham. I mean, if Ralph has pitted, then... Because I think Saxoner was one of the ones that got away in that top group. So is he pitting late? And considering I lost 10 seconds for a stop and go, the Brabham's going to be more than that. Oh, slightly slow off that corner. Going to be vulnerable down this straight, perhaps. I missed the apex completely. Hey! That's made my job easier. Now, don't bin it after you see your competitor bin it. But this is quite a strong drive. But again, where is this Brabham? That's him there, I think. But it's now Fichozo that's... Oh no, he's been lapped. So Saxoner... They're miles away. So maybe they got away in the lead and just could put in the lap times. Well, they're miles in front. So if I did my fastest lap just then, 1:30.10. Saxoner's doing 1:29 low, so he's gaining. So they're on the main straight and I'm on the back straight here. I have to open the blind a bit, it's getting a bit dark in here. So I can't quite get more than 130s. I don't see it. We're in that gap again, aren't we? We've now pulled away from the Ferrari. Is there yet to be another sting in the tail? 18 of 24. 6 laps to go. So I can't even see anybody in the mirror or in front. So a driver that has been near the back and causing incidents all up and down the grid is now suddenly in the lead. Bit of a turnaround. I always liked when you had the ability to swap engine sounds over. I kind of liked putting a really racy engine on a slower car because it made you sound like you were going fast. No one around. I mean, we've got like, if it stays like this. Oh, hello. Is that a Brabham? That's a Brabham. It's the wrong one. It's not the one I was expecting. Because he's in 11th place. Damn it. I don't know where I am in the championship either. It would have been nice to be able to do like championship points as I go along. Yeah, Saxon is in a Brabham. So that's 10th place. See, Saxon is already at the finish line. And I've not even gone onto the hangar straight yet. So he's pulled out of a hell of a gap, but he's like 1 to 2 seconds faster. He's pulling out a gap. I can only get down to a low 130.1. I mean, I'm thinking there's like going to be a 129 high in there somewhere, but well, that's what I'm saying. It's quite surprising that he's been able to stay out of trouble. But maybe because he was probably one of the winners out of that melee at the start, he was able to get some clean air, and he's got no cars around to collide with. so he just went off into the distance. Just did his laps, you know? Whereas I've been, well, I suppose I had a couple of battles. I suppose it didn't slow me down that much. But he's just been able to pull out a monster gap. But I mean, he must have already pitted, and he's still far enough in front. It's either that, or he's going to forget, and he's going to get penalised for it or something. It's been a very lonely latter half of the race, hasn't it? I think even the guy that nerfed me up the rear as well, that wasn't for position. I think it was a lapped car that nerfed me up the rear. I think. Lap 22 of 24. Oh, hicked a bit of a curb there. I mean, it'd be pretty cruel if we get disconnected with 2 laps to go, wouldn't it? And it was probably very, very rare. I can't remember the last time I got a disconnection. Whether I was still on broadband or whether... Because to tempt fate, when I did get disconnected before, I was in the lead, wasn't I? That was last season. I was heading to a victory at Zandvoort. Right, penultimate lap. 23 or 24. I can see a Ferrari in the distance there. Just might come into view. There he is. I think I've got a far enough gap for 2 laps to go. I think I seem to remember having a chat to Ralph about, you know, I really enjoyed the racing we had. Maybe in this race in particular. It was the first time we've had a bit of a battle. I mean, maybe the moderator might be against my defensive driving. Oh, and he goes off in front of me. Ha ha ha. So that's 10th place in front of me. Oh, geez, the Ferrari's right on my tail now. So here's Ralph back for more. 2, 3, 4. 4 seconds he's got to catch up. Is that a Brabham? Is that a Brabham? I'm gonna win this. I'm in shock. I'm in shock. He was me thinking there were like pit windows and things. Get out of the way, Keith. I think I'm in shock. What? That's right. Maybe I was just too much in shock that I didn't save the replay. Right, I'm just going to open the curtains because it's getting a bit dim in here. Well, it turns out the Cooper strategy was the right strategy. Now, am I going to get a congrats in the race report? I never normally get a nice congratulations. Just to feed my ego. Right, okay. So where were we? The last race. So Monaco, Zandvoort, Spa, Rouen, Silverstone. I keep the win. 2.7 seconds. Firstly, I must apologise for the tight grid. There was a notification of a change to the service that I should have been aware of, but hadn't seen. And any rumours about mods keeping you on your toes are entirely false. Well done everyone who managed to take advantage of it though. At the end of the day, it was the same situation for everyone, and some dealt with it better than others. Congratulations to Woody for a fine win. And well deserved after a clean and consistent drive. Yeah. So, let's see. So, G. Horton moves left at the start, then changes his mind and moves back again, only to find that T. Whiting has moved into the gap he left. Urbanski does a fine job of avoiding the flying cars. Unfortunately, C. Griffin, N. Wood, and M. Portman are unable to avoid them, though. K. Laurie does well to avoid the crash, too. But it is taken out by P. Adams' slow reaction to the incident ahead. There's a good chance that Paul may have been unable to avoid the crash anyway, so I treat this as a racing incident, but please take more care when approaching the incident. So he only gets one place lost because of an accident at the start. There's usually a bit more. Given the closeness of the grid, it's been very difficult to avoid an incident, and Graham's penalty is reduced as a result. Okay. He would have got a 3-place penalty otherwise. P. Adams and Ambassador under blah, 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 blah. C. Griffin pits for his scheduled stop and go, but doesn't actually stop when... even though he tries to twice. Given the time taken over the pit stop, I'll let this go. Enwood and Vicesso both get knocked sideways by a warp of several feet. I saw him plainly look into bash into my rear. It didn't look like warp to me. Urbanski takes the grass. Sea Griffin coincidentally loses it at the same corner and they collide. I didn't do the last race. Well, I don't know yet. Tries to stop. Well, I've done the same thing. I've come to what I think is a stop, and I haven't actually come to a halt. It's easily done. On a final note, John Ball clouted the bridge rather impressively and amusingly on lap 8 in the aerobatic stunt contest that several drivers appear to have taken part in for this race. John's spectacular crash wins him the booby prize of this mention in the mods report. So the next race is the 20th of July in 2003. Did I take part? No, I did not. I did not take part. So that's I only dropped one race. So if there was dropped scores, third in the championship. How about that? And only one moderator warning. So in the dropped scores, that's my drop score if it is. So, the moderator was Malk Bywaters. That's who the next one is. Right. So, season 8. Right. Season 8. I am in Division 2. So I got promoted straight away. So thinking back to in the last season, because I finished in the top 5. What was I in? Division 4 in Season 6. So, Mark Pickford, Andy Neville, John Ellis, and Derek Jones should have come with me. I only saw Derek Jones a couple of times in Division 3. I think I saw Andy Neville a couple of times, but I didn't see Mark Pickford and John Ellis. So, who knows what happened to them. So, Season 8. Lots of non-championship races. Doesn't say who my moderator is. There's only 4 divisions now.